What's up, everybody? It's Alan from Breaking and Entering, and I am so thrilled to be joined today. We've got Aya talking to us. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing really well. I'm very excited because you've got new music out. You've got a new single that just dropped this week, actually just dropped the day that we are recording this interview, called Everything is Under Control. But before we really get into that, tell us a little bit about your background making music and kind of how you got your start.
Okay. So I've always loved singing my whole life. But I really started taking it a little more seriously, like when I joined choirs in like high school. Well, I joined in middle school, but I took it way more seriously throughout high school.
Mhm.
And it became like a big passion of mine. I wasn't really writing music until like the end of 2022.
Okay.
Um, I just really missed performing since high school, and so I kind of started performing since then, since I started writing up or way back in the like winter of 2022. So yeah.
Sure. Okay, so this is fairly new to you then. You are really just kind of starting to scratch the itch of songwriting and putting out music and things like that.
Yeah.
What is the most intimidating part because you're being a brand new artist? What is kind of like the thing that, is like a, oh God, it's real kind of moment for you?
Um, Definitely just figuring out everything in the way that I like to do it. Um, when it comes to like recording, like figuring out my sound and just mastering like what I know I'm good at. Um, Something else I feel like is just navigating the scene when it comes to like where is the best place for me to book, like for what's beneficial for like me and my brand and like my genre that I typically go for. Um just really trying to expand in a like kind of small city. So
Yeah,
that's
for sure.
what I'm focusing on, yeah.
So I hear a lot in the single that is, it's a little bit of indie rock, but there's a little bit of soul, there's a little bit of like kind of funky stuff like happening and like more atmospheric stuff happening with the synths. Who are the artists that you listen to and who are kind of the people that you draw inspiration from in terms of songwriting or production or making music?
Um, so I really look up to like jazz artists, like Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday, but I also really love and like Amy Winehouse. I can't forget her. She's like part of the reason why I started writing in the first place. Like I was listening to her music and I was just thinking like how can I convey like that kind of emotion and like just relatability in my music, and that's something that I kind of focused on as well um with the artists that I listen to. And then I kind of take inspiration from like even Outkast, like when it comes to like kind of hip hop beats, but also
Sure.
I I like a soul kind of indie vibe. I listen to like Faye Webster is like another like indie. Phoebe Bridgers, just some more
Mhm.
like indie artists that I really love. Um, and then some like really amazing soul artists like Jill Scott, India Ree, like there's the list goes on, but just it's kind of
Sure.
I just take inspiration for from wherever I get it. It's a little all over the place, but
That's good though. Honestly, that's really good because you have a little bit of you can pull the best from something from here and there and make it your own kind of thing. I
yeah,
believe you worked with Zoltan on this too as well a little bit when it came to production, or putting the record
yeah,
together.
he
How did you
influenced.
guys kind of link up? Because as artists, I can see the similarities in some of your guys'
Yeah.
sound.
So a long time ago, we had a show together at Bremen, and Bremen Cafe, and I kind of he got a feel for my music. I didn't end up staying for his set, but after I checked out his music and I really like enjoyed what I heard, but I didn't know that he was a sound engineer as well.
Hmm.
But a few people were like telling me like, "Hey, you should try to record with Zoltan because he's really amazing with singers specifically." And that's when I just finally reached out and booked my appointment with him. I did a couple sessions with him. But this has the recording of Everything is Under Control is probably my favorite one. He is really good at like, putting his input, but not too much, but also like he has like a good balance of like everything you need in a sound engineer. So he
Yeah.
actually has his vocals on like a small part of the song as well. Like um in the end, the second time I sing the chorus towards the end, uh he added his voice to the everything because I just needed like a deep voice in there.
Sure.
Yeah, pretty
Now I'm
cool.
gonna listen to it back, and now one, very happy that he's not asking you for the splits on that. He's not asking for the money on it. No.
No, yeah, he's
Um,
great.
but now I have to listen back to it for sure and check it out because I want to hear that little
It's
bit of it.
really yeah.
Yeah. So the single is out now. You've got a couple things here and there that are out. Is this part of something larger? Are we going to get a project in the near future, or where do you want to take it from this point?
Definitely planning on dropping at least one more EP this year. But right now I'm kind of focusing on like singles, like taking one thing at a time. I feel like my recent singles have been kind of like healing energy, so maybe I'll group them together in something, onto something in the future. But I guess time will tell. I'm not really sure where I'm at with that yet, but I know there's gonna be another EP this year, so.
Okay, there we go. Can we give people a rough timeline? I'd never like to ask people like what's the date that it's coming out or what's the month. Can we give
Yeah,
you like a season of the year that
I'm
that
gonna
it
say
might be
summer.
coming out?
Yeah, so it's definitely summer. I like using the springtime and like the winter to kind of like hibernate and just like write as much as I can. So yeah, probably the summer. Summer is where I start getting active, like with, like deadlines. So
For sure. Okay. And then any shows coming up soon? Anything, any chance we can go see you live at the
yes.
moment?
So I have a show this Thursday at Company Brewing. Um, I have a show on March 30th, um, with Dak Dubois, his second Milwaukee project EP release. That's gonna be
Mhm.
on March 30th at the Cooperage. Um, Also, February 28th, I'm doing Live Groove Edition. Um, there's, I think it was February 9th, at Quarters. Uh, there's one more that I'm missing, but it's the February 2nd. I'm not sure where. I have to remember. Maybe that one is the Quarters one. I'm getting everything mixed up, but I
That's
post everything.
awesome though. You are
So,
out and about everywhere,
yeah.
playing this new music. I am excited for that as well. If people want to go find you, they want to follow you on social media, where's the best place to go do that at?
Um, so I am only on Instagram, Aya in the Sky, AYANTHA Sky. Actually I'm on TikTok too, but I don't really use it. With at the same at. And then I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, SoundCloud. All of that is just asterisk AYA. Just
There
Aya.
we go.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with us. I am going to keep checking out the new single now for sure. I'm going to put it on repeat. And thank you guys so much for watching as well. Don't forget you can subscribe to the channel, get new different interviews, all sorts of coverage of the Milwaukee music scene as well. And visit breakingandentering.net and follow us on social media for even more coverage of the Milwaukee music scene. Thanks so much, Aya.
Yep. Thank you.